In northeast Syria, a region already crippled by years of civil war and an extreme drought exacerbated by climate change, Turkish airstrikes have cut off water and electricity to more than 1 million residents. These attacks have not only deepened the humanitarian crisis in the region but have also raised questions about possible violations of international law. Data from the BBC World Service reveals that Turkey conducted over 100 airstrikes between October 2019 and January 2024, targeting vital infrastructure such as oil fields, gas facilities, and power stations in areas controlled by the Kurdish-led Autonomous Administration of North and East Syria (ANS). Among the hardest-hit facilities is the Aluk water station, which previously served as the primary water source for Hasakeh province. Following strikes on power infrastructure in October 2023, the water station was shut down and has remained non-functional since. Residents of the region are now reliant on water deliveries from tankers, with water being transported from sources over 20 kilometers away. Hundreds of water tankers make daily trips, prioritizing schools, orphanages, hospitals, and the most vulnerable. However, these efforts have fallen short of meeting the overwhelming demand. In Hasakeh city, the shortage has led to desperate scenes, with residents pleading for water and, in some cases, resorting to threats and altercations over access to tanker supplies. "Water is more precious than gold here," said Ahmed Al-Ahmed, a tanker driver. "People need more water. All they want is for you to give them water." Another resident, frustrated with the limited supplies, threatened, "If the tanker driver doesn't give me water, I'll puncture his tires." The humanitarian crisis has been described as a catastrophe by Yaha Ahmed, CO director of the Hasakeh City Water Board, who highlighted the dire situation caused by the combination of ongoing conflict, environmental challenges, and infrastructure destruction. Turkey, for its part, has defended its actions, stating that its airstrikes targeted the sources of income and capabilities of Kurdish groups it considers terrorist organizations, including the PKK, YPG, and PYD. These groups are integral to the Syrian Democratic Forces (SDF), which have been backed by the United States in the fight against ISIS. Despite Turkey's assertions that civilian infrastructure was not deliberately targeted, its foreign minister, Hakan Fidan, has publicly stated that infrastructure and energy facilities connected to the PKK and YPG are legitimate targets. International observers, however, have raised alarms about the consequences of these strikes on civilian populations. Humanitarian organizations and the UN have documented attacks in several areas, including Swadiya, Amuda, Kamishli, and Darbasaya, which have directly impacted civilians. Critics argue that targeting infrastructure essential to civilian life, such as water and electricity, may constitute violations of international law, including the Geneva Conventions, which protect civilians and civilian infrastructure during armed conflicts. The ongoing drought, now in its fourth year, has further exacerbated the crisis. Even before the airstrikes, water scarcity was a growing concern in the region. Turkey's strikes on power infrastructure, which directly affected the functioning of Aluk water station, have intensified the plight of millions. The ANS has accused Turkey of attempting to destroy our people's existence, citing the deliberate targeting of essential resources. The UN and humanitarian groups have called for urgent measures to address the water and electricity shortages and to ensure the protection of civilians in the conflict zone. For now, the people of northeast Syria remain caught in a worsening humanitarian emergency, grappling with the compounded effects of war, climate change, and the destruction of critical infrastructure. The situation underscores the need for greater international attention and